me. Season 2 of the realistic Colts franchise. 2 wins, 1 loss on the season. We had a roster overhaul. Basically, I brought in my people. I did it all legit free agency and trades, so it's not like I just stacked my team without giving up assets. But this is more my style of a team now. And whoops, we look at the roster. We got younger and more athletic in the areas that I like. I'm definitely a trenches guy. Having O and D line are huge priorities for me. We got Jones from the Bears. Big Q still there. Raymond just wasn't getting it done over here. Kelly was 31, so I got Linderbaum from the... I forget. But he's one of the best centers in the game, 86 overall, young player. I wasn't going to get that good of a player, but there just wasn't anyone there, really. Raymond moved over from left tackle, and of course, Braden's been fine at right tackle. So I solidified the front line for AR5. Got the superstar X Factor Pitts from the Falcons. Luxury item right there. Luxury guy. Man, he's good. He's working on his run blocking, but, that'll come in time. I mean, I'm so happy I got that. Pittman and Downs are still at my starting receiver positions, but I picked up Williams from the Lions. I'm a big fan of his. He's got like a 98 speed. I watched a guy, Lord Luigi was his name, in a franchise a year or two ago, and he had the Lions, and I watched Williams just do so good. JT, of course, in the backfield. We picked up Kareem Hunt, free agent. We picked up Dobbins, free agent. My running back room is stacked. Kept Minshew as my backup quarterback. I'm a fan of his. Pinter, kept him as my fullback. So, yeah. My wide receiver room is stacked with Watkins was a free agent pickup. Defensively, I kept Ebukam and Pay as my ends. Picked up, I have no idea how I was able to get Quentin Williams, just to be straight up. Basically, Stewart and DeForest Buckner were 30. So I got younger, Davis from the Eagles and Quentin Williams from the Jets. I mean, my D tackles are set for the future. 2 young, amazing guys. And Quentin Williams is one of the best ballers in the league. I mean, he has a thing where essentially once a game he beats his block at any moment. So at a critical third down play or a critical play, I'll use it, and it just blows the play up. Kenny Moore and Brents are back. Brents was a Super Bowl MVP as a rookie. Awesome. Moore, of course, is awesome, but I picked up Woolen from the Seahawks. He's like 6'4". I think he has like a 98 speed, 80-some catch, so he's great. Got Greedy Williams off free agency, so solidifying the cornerback's position. Last season, I basically had Brents and Moore, and that was it. Cleared house in my linebacking room. Simpson, super fast, but only a 78, but developing. Devin White, I've liked him for years from the Bucks, and Isaiah Simmons. Currently, I think he's on the Giants, but I know more from the Cards. But he's really a utility knife. He can play strong safety, backer, edge rush. So, I mean, but these guys, I'm so happy to have these backers, speed guys. And then my safeties I kept. I'm a fan of Nick Cross and Blackman as safeties. I did nothing with my safety. So defensively, we've got 8 new starters. No, we've got 6 new starters. And that was the number 1 defense in the league last season, I know. That was just like smoke and mirrors and scheme. Now I've got talent where I don't have to do smoke and mirrors and scheme as much. Their talent can handle their biz. Offensively, let's see, I've got only 3 new starters. Jones, Linderbaum, and Pitts. But, yeah. But now AR5 has Pitts as another target, and the O-line got solidified, so we are 2-1 right now. I did use up a lot of our draft capital to do that, but that's fine. All right, Coach Anthony Richardson has been one of the top passers in terms of yards so far this season. Is the plan to continue to be so pass happy? No, we want balance. Ideally, we'd like to have more balance. Being a one-dimensional team will eventually catch up to you, so in perfect world, the pace slows down a bit, but our offense is just as lethal. Rush for 125. I mean, we're a running team. We're a defensive-orientated running squad. I mean, that's who I am as a tactician. But AR5, I got to get him going, you know. I got to have that threat. All right, upgrade players. You always like to see that. Simpson playing good on the edge. Get him that block shed, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Both these are backup linemen, looks like. Whatever they're more deficient in, I was my backup lineman. Look at that. Jason Gore. Interesting last name. Big number 77, let's go. Okay. I know all about the Titans. I don't really need to scout them. I mean, you got to shut down Derrick Henry. He, for better or for worse, typically gets at least one good run on me per game where he'll rip one for like 40. But I do my best to contain Derrick Henry. I think they're a 79 overall squad. They're 1 win, 2 losses, but you don't want to sleep on them. I typically beat the Titans, just to be honest. But, I mean, the threat of Derrick Henry is always there. I was surprised the real Titans let him go. I don't know if they traded him away or what. I believe Mike Vrabel is not in Tennessee anymore, so... Excuse me.
It's week 4 of the NFL.
But in our season, he is there. They've got Levis as their starting quarterback, so they're going young at the Q position. Last season, they had somebody else. So. But you got a young quarterback, then you can really defensively do some stuff. So, I mean, having Big Quentin Williams and Carter, I think is his name, from the Eagles, just anchoring the interior of my D helps.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup.
For the real Colts to go to Nashville and get a W.
Taking on the Tennessee Titans.
DeAndre Hopkins, look at him, 2 touchdowns last week. He is a future famer in my mind. He spells trouble for defenses around the league.
With Charles Davis,
Let's
I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Gay's an older kicker, but he's still getting it done. I think I've cleaned up my kicking issues. If you've been with the channel for a while, you know I've got kicking issues.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last
I'm a Madden player
they
with
put it
kicking
together
issues.
in every phase.
I can't
good offense,
kick field
good
goals to save
defense,
my life.
and some key plays on special
I
teams.
think I've
Let's
solidified
see if they can
that
get
by
that
messing
second
with
win in a row.
sliders or whatever.
And they will elect to not
All right, here we go.
as our first drive will begin
Nice
at the
kick
25.
by Gay here.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader.
6 touches, 1 pick.
6'4".
Wow, he's having a good
That was a solid
season.
performance
Okay,
last week,
Levis,
wasn't
we
it?
see you.
2 touchdowns,
Do you
no
think he can be an
interceptions, ran the
absolute game
team
manager, though, because of Derrick
Won the
Henry?
ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
All right, here we go.
The They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Levis back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Levis on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He'll let one go deep for downs. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there. Up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Richardson. He's got his pass catching tight end. That's Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Right back to Pitts again.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, Richardson. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 9. Levis sets up to throw here. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
On first down, Levis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Levis's throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Levis going back to the air. That's once again complete to Chark. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Levis. Check down here for Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. Levis out of the shotgun now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Richardson looking to throw this. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Richardson now on 2nd down. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 11 yards for number 11. First and 10, it's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to the air with Richardson. He's got it to Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Levis. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yards.
Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Again, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw again. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completion. completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. In motion right is the running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Levis and the Titans now down by 11, 2:23 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. 1st and 10, it's Levis. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He's got Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Levis. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Levis to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Levis back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go to the ground again with Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1.
AR5, one of his best games, 20-25, 258. Did have that one pick. That was
to take on the
fault.
Packers.
Not on
Meanwhile,
him.
for Tennessee,
10-yard
they'll drop
average.
down to 1-3, and they'll look to regroup
Held
next
Will
week as
Levis
they head
to
to Houston to take on the
An
Texans.
85 rating.
That'll do
Derrick
it for
Henry
us.
did get
I'm
that
Brandon
one
Gaudin
big run on us.
alongside Charles
I
Davis.
mean,
Thanks to our entire crew as
JT
well.
only got 8
We'll talk
touches,
to you next
so
time.
that's
So
kinda
long,
rough.
everybody.
Pitts played great. What an asset to have him. Williams was great. Pittman, Taylor, Downs. Big Q out of Pancake. Nick Cross continuing leading us in tackles. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing when your safety's leading you in tackles. We didn't get a sack. That's kind of stinky. I like getting the sacks. The good news is we got the win. The bad news is that we didn't run the ball that we had planned, but that's better than it being the other way around. There's no such thing as bad news in any week that ends in a W. We'll keep working on it, but the important thing is that we keep winning. Hey, we got 2,500 XP. That's a good thing. We got the W. Continuing grinding through the season. Hey, and Tennessee's a tough place to play for us. Let's see who we got next. I think it's Green Bay. Up in the frozen tundra. Two 3-1 squads. Man, the Texans and Jags both won, so our division's all locked up with 3 wins and 1 losses. All right, let's see who's ready to negotiate. Granson, Flower. We only got 3 people we got to deal with this season. Yeah, I would bring Granson back as my third string tight end. He's only 26. He's not asking for a whole lot. Nice. That was easy enough. Dang it, we're still 32nd in offense. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. They're the 12th best offense and the 9th best D. We're the number 1 D in the land, which is nice. Jerry Alexander is a problem at corner. I have challenged him in the past and lost. He's picked me off so many times. I mean, we don't play the pack a lot, but he is a good player. Let's just peek in on the injury report. I think it was Raymond went down. Okay, he's okay. Yeah, see, there's just not many injuries. I'm going to up the injury thing on the sliders. Because no one likes injuries, but it's part of the game. We need to do that. Up their wide receiver catching a little bit. Up injuries a little bit. You know, while I'm here, I feel like their pass blocking is like crazy amazing. I can't shake anybody, and I've got a top-rated O-line. I mean, D-line. I mean, they should be causing some more havoc than what they are doing. All right. I'm just curious on who the Packers, who they got on their squad. Jordan Love, okay. They got a rookie backup. Jordan Love can run the ball, so that's not good. Look at that 92 throw power. Wow, he's very accurate. In the 80s on all his throw stuff. So he is a good quarterback. Okay. Run the football. Good size, 6'4", 219. Okay. Excuse me. Aaron Jones, a very good running back. Dang, break tackle 88, speed 91, acceleration and agility in the 90s. Dang, okay, so they can run the ball. Their receiving room isn't too exciting. Neither is their tight end. Okay. Ooh, they got a rookie right tackle, so maybe try to expose him some. Oh, Kenny Clark. Gosh, this guy's a beast at left end. That's just great. He used to be D tackle, so they must have moved him out to the end spot. 314 C6. Oh my gosh, he's a beast. Oh wow, Rashawn Gary, look at this guy. So they got a good linebacker. So they got like, man, they got a good linebacking core. Mr. Alexander, the bane of my existence. Dang it, and their other guy's a 95 speed. They've got some fast. Dang. They've got good corners, so I can't throw that deep ball this game to my speedy guy, Josh Downs. You know, I like to go through and see who my best players are on offense and defense. There's 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, 7-6, 8-6, 9-6, 10-6. Dang. So my 16 best players, 10 are on offense. Seems like that's how it always goes. I want to make sure AR5's got that 99 throw power. He launched it to Josh Downs. That was a great play. I wish I wouldn't have thrown that pick. I was just getting greedy. Yeah, he's 6'4", 244. He's a big boy. He had that nice run last game. Here we go. I don't know why they keep trying to give me a 98 throw power. Let me make sure Josh Downs is a 99 speed too. He is. Oh, look at Jameson Williams. 98 speed, so that's good stuff. Alright, we're going to save it up here. Well, hey, Mr. R Nation, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe at Hey Mr. R 2020, Twitch and YouTube. I am out.